Chargers take a 6-0 lead right away. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-zip. Chargers just about ready. There they go, sending it away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Early throwing here to start. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 31. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play, and the Giants will have a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down, ball at the 36. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 39. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Locked his run deep downfield. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Buys time, rolling right. Hits his running back. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. Finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Here we go, set.
2nd and 8. Finds him on the crossing route. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. And sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Finds a seam down the middle. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. point game in the first.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. You got middle field open or close. You got single high or too high. Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays could follow.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard
line. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Purdy setting up that play action. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Get set.
Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Nick Emanwari. And he takes this one back and in for the Los Angeles pick 6. Another score here in this first quarter, Brock, as they continue dominating in this opening frame.
You know what I love here, Kate? This defense is seizing on a sputtering opponent, and they're actively trying not just to defend the lead, but to add to it.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 26-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Get set.
They go right back to ETN. Get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
1st and 10 from the 41. ETN again. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Watch out!
That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. 20-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Now he gives to ETN running right. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Get set.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Jukes out a one-stop.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Go! Back on 80. Ready?
Play action with Richardson. Pass hauled in by the rookie from Miami. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get into a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. Play fake, it's Richardson. Left, he's got a roll. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. Go.
2nd and 6 now. Completed over the middle. He's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They're going play action. Trying some... Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with first and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he has the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers running away with it in the second quarter. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers grow their lead yet again. Chargers just about ready. And there they go, sending it away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. It's the Giants with second and 6. Purdy on the play action. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking to throw, Purdy. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Massive hit, the ball is out. And the fumble recovery is made.
You know, these return men, a lot of their job security comes from being able to simply hang on to that ball. Fortunate to scoop that one back up before someone else could and avoid having a turnover attached to his name.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Taking a shot, deep down the field it goes. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Now we'll see them try the point after. And that's no good. His second missed extra point of the day. The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New York to the line. First and 10. Counter game to Etienne. They'll cobble together a yard there. Now it's T.J. Sanders on the tackle.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Watch out!
Now give this up the middle to ETN. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on first. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down, and they go right back to it. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers just about ready. There they go, sending it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Back play straight ahead. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's ETN. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun to give to ETN. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Pretty throwing here on first. That's going to be caught by Everett. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's a give to ETN. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That was B.J. Ojulari on the stop.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Get set.
They'll try it left with ETN. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. On the gun is Purdy. Completed to his running back. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Outside.
It's Allen again. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Chargers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Oh, man, Brock. They decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time. But it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the 2nd half. But once you have to finish with points.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready.
One of the tight ends motioning right. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Catch is made down the right sideline. A lot of mess on the move here. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers push their lead further to start the half. Looking to tack on the point after. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead. The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Outside. 22.
Off the middle, here goes Allen. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they step the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it gets started.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Play action now. Purdy. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On a handoff, Allen. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out. Stop.
From from the 43. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Purdy looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Stop.
Allen trying this straight ahead. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now is tape training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Giants who are going to have it to start the 4th quarter, partner, in a game that seems pretty far out of their reach. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Right back to Allen. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
18, watch out. Stop.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And he goes out with enough for the first, but we do have a flag down on the play. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. And they'll kneel this down. The Giants are set to punt. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away. And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He completes it in traffic. He hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
He finds Johnston. There he goes on the right side. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers throwing 6 more on the blowout. That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers continue piling onto this lead. The Chargers just about ready. And there they go, sending it away. And this one will not make it to the landing zone. So the same as it going out of bounds now. This is going to come out to the 40-yard line.
Get set, get set. Line around up. Up.
And he's going to take a knee.
Outside. 19, watch out. Up.
in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. And they'll kneel this down. Can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
Watch out!
Desperation time here. It's incomplete. They tightened up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
We had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Connecting on the slant. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Chargers will have a first. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Chargers on their way to their 3rd win of the year. All set up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face 2nd down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because...
And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown! The Chargers are running them out of the building. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either. So yes, indeed, that is being confirmed, partner. They just said no to the penalty. What's going on?
I tell you what, Kate, if they don't want the free yards, you and I know 31 other offenses in the league who'd be happy to take them right now.
No doubt about that.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. So the Chargers take this one on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.
So for Brock Hugher and everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say so long from New York.
you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
Super way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all hallelujah, Talladega, baby Jesus, in the flesh, come and get it, and I'm get it. All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me wipe you, get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, really, this is my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me wipe you, get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, really, this is my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
You heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king, I told you. Hop in and let the journey begin. Right.